ended up, after I got divorced, struggling with alcohol for 8 years. So now that's why I show up here. For 8 years, I've been doing the work. Gone to AA. I've gone to the group therapy, like I said, the individual therapy, the psychiatrist, the medication for 8 years. I've been off medication now for a whole year, which is the first time in a very long time, y'all, that I'm able to say, oh my God, because for years I just remember what that was like. So I have so many areas that I can relate to, which is why I started my life coaching. It's like so important for me to show up and be a light, because my whole life I've always loved motivating people. I should have been a cheerleader. I was in softball, basketball, I was in the marching band, but all my life, even then, I was always cheering for everyone. Like when I was little, just loved cheering for people. I love excitement. I love being happy. So when I went to college, and got literally hit and smacked, and YouTube showed, hey, culture shock is what they call it, reality check. They talked about the freshman 15 when you go to college. Oh, Ghost, you'll meet me one day, Ghost. Look, y'all, but the freshman 15 and the being away from home, if you're sheltered, you're going to be wild. And I was sheltered. My dad was very strict. I had that whole, couldn't go out until I was 16. Couldn't go, the guy had to come to our house. It was very traditional. They kept us very, very under their thumb. We didn't go out. Like, I never went to clubs. I never drank alcohol. I wasn't a smoker. I had never even tried cigarettes. You get what I'm saying? So I was very sheltered. When I get to college, though, in that culture shock, I didn't go crazy. I did get my feet wet and went out a few times. And the first semester, didn't know what a library was. And found out my first time in my life got a C. That was it for me, y'all. That's the kind of mindset I had. I was like, whoa. So I tried to reel it in the beginning, but that's when I met my ex-husband at 19, and my whole life changed, because it was like this immediate adulthood, and I'm a woman now, and I'm a grown-up, and living with this man, and you feel what I'm saying? It was like this thing that I feel like a lot of us crave, this, I can't wait to be an adult. I can't wait to be grown. I can't wait to pay bills. I can't wait to, I was a freshman in college. My freshman year, the only bill I had was a $75 phone bill. Moved off campus. Here we go. Life took off. Now I'm making adult decisions while I'm trying to finish my degree. Still trying to keep it together though. And ups and downs with this young man that I should have walked away from, right? Shoulda, woulda, coulda. But I didn't. So I had to learn some really tough lessons. After leaving at 30 years old, turned to alcohol, partying with my friends, just life is whatever, because I felt frustrated. Right? Frustrated with what I had gone through in terms of all these things that I thought I was getting right, trying to force this marriage to work, and it wasn't, so all these things that I had to accept, becoming a stereotype, which I didn't want to be, a single mom, a divorcee, splitting it, custody, blah, 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 I hated it, but I lived through it, pushed through it, but guess what? The alcohol was right there. That was my pacifier. Smoking cigarettes, smoking weed, smoking Black and Milds, whatever, And I lived through that for 8 years, behind a mask too, though. Not able to share with people closest to me that, hey, yeah, I'm struggling every day when I get home. This ain't real, right? It wasn't real. It wasn't genuine. The person that was showing up to those meetings and showing out in these, just skyrocketing to the top. I had switched over to sales by then, making really good money. I was living the dream. This is my life though, y'all. I chose this path because I thought it was supposed to be this way. I'm supposed to do this. This is the right way. What is right? What is wrong? What is, it's like we get all these different messages. And my goal with promoting positive mental health as much as I can is to talk about awareness and prevention. In my household, you guys, we didn't talk about depression. I didn't know what depression was. I didn't know what alcoholism was. I didn't know what a drug addict was. I just knew people were strung out, such and such, drink too much. And hearing people gossip about it and laugh at kids laughing at such and such, walking down the street, homeless. Where's the education and communication about what's really happening here? I feel like I responded the way I did to alcohol too. Even when they had the big cookouts and barbecues, it was never belligerent drunk. It was never like such and such being taken away. I do remember incidents though. My grandmother who passed away ended up passing away from some of those substances, and I just remember little things. So I do have some history there, but not understanding And I never looked at it like I'll never drink, right? It never occurred to me. But I have friends like that whose their parents, their mom was an alcoholic and they never drank. It's like for me, I never saw it that way. I never even looked at it.